What's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com. Coming back to you with another video. And today we're going to be talking about 10 ridiculously profitable magazine lots that you can sell on eBay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everybody's thinking right now, magazine lots? Who in the right mind, one, even reads a magazine, and two, why would you sell something that's not worth any money? Well, that's exactly what I was thinking as well. I'm just getting my comments set up over here until my good buddy Vinny just told me about some magazines that he picked up recently that he got from the auction, and there were Life magazines, and he said he's got bids on all of them right now inside of his eBay store. So it got me thinking, maybe I should look into some magazines right now and see what magazines are selling. Are magazines really profitable? Let's get some education going on. So that's what we're going to do today. If you are able to hear me and see me, let me know. I'm going to do a little mic check test. All right. Sounds like everything looks good. Sounds good. Drop a comment right now if you've ever sold a magazine lot or a magazine on eBay. I'm very interested. All right. So what I'm going to be doing is actually sharing 10 magazine lots that I found that sold on eBay. So these are going to be 10 lots that have sold for over $100. And the goal of this video is for you to be able to become acquainted with some of these various magazines so you can actually go out there and resell them. So you can actually go out there and pick them up. So you can actually go out there, discover them at garage sales, thrift stores, bring them home, take pictures, and list them on your eBay store. So I'm super passionate about helping people start eBay businesses. That's how I started my business, and it led me to a lot of amazing things online. So let's get right into this video. I don't know if this live stream is working. I had some internet issues before. So if it's working okay, please let me know in the comments and we will make it happen. It looks like we got a comment coming in from New Hampshire. Thank you for the video. I've never sold magazine lots. Good idea. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you, and I like your name. Happy birthday. All right, so let's dive right into things. Okay, so I went into the sold listings, and I found 10 different magazine lots, and I was shocked. I mean, I was absolutely shocked to discover how much some of these magazines are actually selling for. So here we have a magazine called Circus Magazine. Who here has ever heard of this magazine? I haven't. I'm not sure what the dates are of this. I'm not even sure. It looks like it's some type of music or rock band type magazine. Looks like we got Kiss right there. Kurt Cobain. Oh, wow. That was when he had passed. Very interesting. Who here knows about Circus Magazine? I don't really know much about it. But this specific listing had two bids for $147. This is a lot of 21 magazines for $147. Condition is good. Magazines have some wear here and there, but are complete with no missing pages. Please feel free to ask any questions or request additional photos. Thanks for looking. $147 right there. Circus Magazine. Interesting. I never knew that. Here we have, this is actually what this video was inspired by, was my good friend Vinny, who sold a bunch of Life magazines. Now, this isn't his specific listing, but I was inspired by this because he went to an auction recently and picked up a bunch of Life magazines. I think he spent maybe $15 or 20 or $50. I'm not sure. Maybe Vinny could let us know in the comments. But yeah, he's got bids on all these lots, and he's probably going to make, I think he's already up to a couple $100s in sales off of this investment. So it inspired me. But yeah, Life magazines and lots could do really well. I'm not an expert in terms of which ones do best. Maybe some of you guys can educate me. But some of these things can sell really, really well. So do some research. This lot sold for $175. Now, this is old, 1953, but like what Vinny and I were talking about was the fact that a lot of these magazines are a piece of history, right? It's a snapshot in time of different events and special things that happened in the world. And people like to collect these. And one thing that I learned from Vinny is he said people are buying these on eBay because there's sellers out there who actually cut out the various like coupons or ads or different articles inside of it, and they sell them individually. So I don't know much about this. If you do, let me know in the comments. Jennifer Connor says, I've sold lots of old quilting magazines. Very cool. Jennifer P says, Circus was super popular in the 80s when I was in high school. They included posters inside. Very neat. Thanks for letting me know. All right. Next lot of magazines that sold is a lot called The World of Interiors. I've never heard of this before. I've never even seen this magazine before. This is a lot of $200 hairs. Are you serious? $200 on this lot of 20. Are they new? Are they old? I honestly have no idea, but let's do some digging. So it looks like this is from 2010 to 2020. And really, I think the goal of this video right here, one is for you to maybe recognize some of these things. So if you see them, but two, I would say the biggest goal of this video is for you to not pass up on magazines if you see them, right? I'm not talking about at a thrift store where they're selling them for $5 each because the thrift stores are, you know, crazy lately. But I'm talking about at auctions. I'm talking about at flea markets. Maybe someone's selling a huge bin of Life magazines for $30 and you're like, whoa, let's see what's going on there, right? Or maybe at a yard sale, someone's just got a whole bunch of old magazines. They look stupid, but you're going to be so surprised when you see some of these magazines. Here's another one, right? This is a lot of 24 American Girl magazine, $122. Really? I mean, really? I would have never imagined. I would pass these things up all day long. Not anymore, though. $122. Next up, Vintage Boys. Now, this is probably something that is going to be nearly impossible to find. Some of these really, really old, you know, magazines from the 40s and 50s. Boys Life. Has anyone heard of this before? I haven't. Boys Life, 1950 to 1955. Just trying to get a feel for what these are all about. I don't know if they're comics or if they're just publications. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but yeah, these are interesting. What did this sell for? $129.99. Very interesting. Vintage magazines, Boys Life, issues 50 to 55, clean inside, good reading copies overall. A few have semi-loose covers, no cutout or missing pages. A few duplicates as shown in the stacking form. Very interesting. I'm actually curious if some of these sellers, what I like to do is I like to go into their store and see items for sale and see what else they're selling. You know, sometimes you get to get some really good ideas of different things to sell. This is actually a very interesting store that I would like to follow. Cool. All right, let's stay on track. Next up is a lot of 24 vintage game players, Ultra magazine. You know, for some of the folks who are really big into gaming, you probably know about this. For, you know, people who are in maybe your 30s or 40s, 1996 Nintendo Sega. This sold for a best offer under $149.99 right here. This is a lot of 24. Really? I mean, I guess I could, you know, anything that has crazy colors, that's kind of vintage and nostalgic like this, I could see that actually going for a lot of money. But it's just amazing. Look at these things. Some of these things are shredded up. But yeah, from the 90s, nostalgic, collectors, pretty cool stuff right there. Next up is a lot of 1915 to 1919 National Geographic magazines. Okay, now it's probably going to be pretty hard to come across something like this, but you'll be very careful passing up old National Geographic magazines. Now, one bid at $500. 5 complete year sets from 1915 to 1919. No smells, stains, or rips. A fantastic opportunity. That does not happen very often. We'll ship in 2 boxes via USPS Media. So you'd be surprised. You know, there's actually, like, for example, here's a lot of, it's a different listing, but a lot of 11 from the 80s for $25. It hasn't sold yet, but keep an eye out for some of the National Geographic. Some of these people will just throw it away dirt cheap. Happy birthday says Boy Scouts. Boy Life is the magazine of Boy Scouts. Interesting. Jonathan M says, yes, Nintendo magazines are nice. Kevin Hawthorne is saying good afternoon. Great to see you. If you guys are watching live right now, drop a comment, hit that like button, show some love for the channel. And let's keep going on. So I saw this in the sold listings a lot. George Magazine. Does anybody know about this? George Magazine. I don't know if there's certain ones that are very rare or what, but this sold for $294.99. Wow. This is a lot of 5. So we've got some keywords in here. We got Stiller, so Ben Stiller. Lowe, I'm not sure who that is. Crawford. Where is she? Looks like she's right over there. Hayek. I'm not sure who some of these people are, but I don't know what makes these things so expensive, but I saw a bunch of these George magazines selling for a lot of money. What's up, Dave? Good to see you. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to keep an eye out for it. I don't know much about it. What you ultimately want to do is when you see something like this, what you want to do is go back into, eBay, type in George Magazine. And then what I like to do is go under sold and then kind of study and see if I could see any patterns or anything that's unique, right? So there's a Donald Trump one that sold for $338. Wow, look at this. George Springer, $300. Why is this so expensive? This is a Sports Illustrated, though. I bet you Sports Illustrateds go for a lot of money. You know what? I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. Sports Illustrated. What I want to do is I actually want to type sold listings, and I want to see what the most expensive one sold for. Sold. Let's go to highest first. Holy moly. Is that Shaq? Who is that in that one? Oh, I'm clicking on things I shouldn't be. No, who is that? Is that Patrick Ewing? No. Larry Johnson. I'm not a huge basketball guy. Interesting. Look at that. $960. Really cool. George was published by JFK Jr. Interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, check that out. Sports Illustrated. Let's see if there's any lots that sold. Wow. Check some of these out. Some people are actually putting them in the getting them graded. Look at that. Is that LeBron right there? Young LeBron. Very cool. Let's keep moving. Next up, we have another interesting one. This caught me off guard. This is a lot of 1993 Running Times magazine, January, December, pre-owned. It looks like it's a lot of maybe $110 for this. Check that out. Who's buying these? I don't know. But as a reseller, I always say this. You don't have to worry about why somebody is buying it. You just need to worry about how to find it and bring it to the market, because that's how you get paid as an eBay seller, right? As an Amazon seller. You're bringing, products that are hard to find, unique products. You're cleaning them up. You're putting them in lots and you're building value that way. Debbie says George Magazine was John Kennedy Jr.'s mag. There were a few of them. This one with George Washington was the first one. Interesting. Jennifer says any magazine with a 1960s astronaut on the cover. Most of them have passed away. I'm a private collector myself and will pay up to $1,000 for one with Jim Lovell or Buzz Aldrin on the cover. Very cool. So it looks like there's a lot of collectors. Thanks for sharing that, Jennifer. So yeah, Running Magazine. And last but not least is a lot of 80 magazines called Audio. So this obviously has something to do with probably music engineering or something along those lines. A lot of 80, best offer under 135. Just wanted to share that. I don't really have much to say about it. But hopefully this, this changes your mind a little bit in terms of the various types of items that, are profitable on eBay, right? There's a lot of people right now who are complaining about slow sales or, my business isn't the same, or, I'm having a hard time with thrift store prices getting higher and higher. And, it's going to happen. There's going to be more competitors that come in. Sometimes niches are going to get flooded. Maybe certain products aren't going to do as well. Maybe the economy's changed right now. I was just on the phone with my buddy and we were talking about how a lot of higher end stuff isn't selling as fast anymore, right? So, consumers' behavior and habits are going to change over time. So you've got to learn to adapt. And one of the best things that you can do is to just, find various products that sell well. And that's why I like to do these eBay videos, right? I'm not coming on here acting like I'm the the biggest, baddest hotshot eBay seller, but I have been selling for 7 years and I enjoy helping people and I enjoy learning about the various products that you could sell on eBay. And there's so many products. I mean, magazines, really? Magazines. Who would have known? Jonathan M says 1960s Reader's Digest, Oak Island goes for hundreds. That's another magazine. Debbie Teal says it is rumored that he might have been killed since he had said the mag was going to tell the truth in politics, maybe even about the assassination of his father. Wow. Hey, we got the conspiracies coming out. I don't know what the truth is. I'm not here to tell you, but I'm just reading the comments right now. So hopefully this helped you. Even if you're not able to find some magazines over the next couple of weeks, couple of months, maybe you have an opportunity down the road where you land yourself at an estate sale and you got a big lot that you pick up for 15 and make 1,500. It's possible, right? Or maybe 150. So go out there, keep on picking, making that money, and I'll see you in the next one. Much love and smash that like button.